Hi, my name is Joni and welcome to my channel. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 29 years, and on this channel we're going to discuss everything cosmetology. And don't forget at the end to subscribe and leave comments below what you would like to go over as far as beauty, cosmetology, licensed or non-licensed, going through cosmetology school. So in this video what I would like to go over is what you typically see while giving a pedicure. I want to talk about pedicures for a little bit and nail fungus, which you will come across. As long as you're following the correct sanitary procedures for sanitation, disinfectant, you have nothing to worry about as far as it being contagious. I personally always wore gloves. I've worked in other salons where there was one salon in particular who didn't want us using gloves while giving a pedicure. I'm sorry, I'm not touching feet without gloves. So I always put on gloves. I think it looks more professional, and your client will appreciate that as well. So a couple of things what you want to look for is yellowing of the nails, lifting of the nails, and sometimes white nails. Yellowing means that it's been exposed, that the nail bed has been exposed to microorganisms and organisms, exposed to microorganisms and bacteria. White nail means that the nail bed has been exposed to a water blister. Water blisters causes lifting of the nail. You can get a water blister right on the nail bed itself, lifting the nail plate. And then what you want to do is you want to advise your client always to see a doctor. We are not doctors. We do recognize certain symptoms, certain issues we could address only so far in the salon. You're only licensed to address cosmetically, not medically. We did cover a lot of things in cosmetology as far as biology, chemistry, theory, all the good stuff like that. And so that is so that we can recognize and recommend, not treat. That's a total different thing. So when the nail bed has been exposed to a water blister, right away, doctor. I would not, water blister, you can service that client with a pedicure because you're not going to pop the blister, you're not going to address that nail, you're not going to paint the nail because they need to show that nail to their physician. So you know, it's up to the client. They want to continue. You can do just a clear polish or something like that. So then when the nail bed has been exposed to a water blister or bacteria, what the client can do for a couple weeks before calling the doctor is get a little bit of tea tree oil, essential oil, drop it right on the exposed area, put a band-aid on it to avoid any infection and exposing any more bacteria to that area. Very crucial. They'll want to change their shoes if they can for work. I know that a lot of jobs require that you have a closed toe shoe, sneakers, things like that. It's usually people who are in these kind of shoes. It's usually people who are in sneakers all day have issues with fungus because you've got your socks on all day, your shoes on all day, and you're not exposing to any air. For someone like that who has to wear closed toes, shoes, sneakers, I would recommend changing the socks a couple times while you're on break. Even while you're on your break, take off the shoes and socks and let your skin and nails breathe. So anyway, so the type of sock that you want to wear is 100% cotton. That way your feet can breathe and you won't get so sweaty, causing a fungus on the skin or nails. Causes of fungus is from the type of shoes you wear and the type of socks. If you have synthetic socks, you're not going to breathe, you're going to sweat more, and that's just a fact of life. And so that's how that happens. So another thing that you could do for home remedy a couple times a week is to soak your feet in apple cider vinegar or white vinegar. This will decrease your pH, which is very crucial to kind of dry out that fungus. I would not worry about it being contagious. You're going to clean all of your implements before and after your services. You're using the quats and properly disinfecting. You're using gloves, clean towels, all that good stuff. What I would strongly recommend, and a lot of salons are doing for several years, I think, is giving the client their own files and buffers and orange wood sticks. So another thing that you could do is, if you feel comfortable cutting back, like I said, there's a nail lifting off the nail bed a little bit, cut back. The dermatologist is going to just cut it all back and then expose the nail bed for air, and then that's where you continue the tea tree and the soaking of the vinegar and go on like that. So you know, it's up to you what you want to do as far as treating your customer, as far as just cutting back a little bit of the nail. I've had a client who had a water blister under her nail bed on her toe, and the water blister just bursted, and which was actually good because you want to get that liquid out of there. You don't want to do that on purpose at home, because you can introduce more bacteria into the blister, and that is not good. She had a little bit of fungus on the nail bed, just a little tiny streak of black, but that is not a concern in the early stage. You just want to cut back as much as possible of the nail itself if you feel comfortable doing that. You know, you don't always want to see the nail bed bare without a nail, and it's, you know, it's not attractive. So if you have the stomach for it, then, and then if the client gives you the okay to go ahead and do that to a certain extent. I mean, you're not a doctor, you treat you know, your clients chemically, not medically, so keep that in mind. So I want to thank you for joining me on my channel. My name is Joni. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 29 years, and I want to go over everything cosmetology with you. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment of what you would like for me to discuss with you, anything pertaining to cosmetology.